Oh boy.
Damn it. Oh my God, I finally understand the 26 billion investment in more prison when the US already has incarceration rate far greater than Russia or China. I mean, I've been joking that, Trump is delivering on what America is actually great at, which is incarceration rate, gun violence, and infant mortality. But it just occurred to me what's really going on. I mean, the fact that the math of the 26 billion tax money invested in more prison didn't add up, especially post mass deportation, that occurred to me a while ago. And I guess no one should be surprised that a multi-recidivist felon, convicted rapist, is likely the type of personality inclined to be malicious and enjoying just control. I mean, I think by now it's very clear that this human, quote unquote, has no conscience, no empathy, no intention to govern, and probably gets a hard on when he threatens Newsom. And please don't blame my French, because he did threaten to arrest Newsom. And he also bragged at the White House publicly that he loves shoving it up the ass. I quote. So I think my hard-on observation is only fair. Anyway, the point is I've been struggling because ego wonking just doesn't seem enough of a good reason to ruin the country. Because this man is clearly so shallow. Realistically, he cannot get that much of a satisfaction from ego wonking. I mean, granted, he'd rather spend our tax money on parades for his birthday than feed the children or, God forbid, educate them. But this ego business is almost like too emotional. And Trump is not emotional. I mean, tantrums aside, he's transactional. Same thing with the tariff hikes, which absolutely do not make sense from an economical standpoint. And I thought he was being emotional when saying he did it because he felt stymied. And by emotional, I guess I just mean more like delusional, vengeful, bully, toddler. You know what I mean? Like the shallow, convicted felon rapist that he is, who keeps doing things that are not only abnormal, but also illegal and literally illogical. And of course, this is not a matter of being ethical in in any ways, but I guess that really goes without saying by now. Constitutional rights and all. Like, the only thing he literally cares about is profiteering off the situation, as would a purely transactional kind of robot, that I think is quite obvious about the big, beautiful bill, currently under investigation for the tariff hikes, but somehow had not occurred to me exactly for the prisons yet. And I don't know about you, but for what it's worth, it's just really hard for me to even imagine, understand, and accept that voters is literally only about the money. Duh. Of course. I've really been thinking too deep about that. The only end game here, and that is true for tariff hikes, big beautiful bills, and mass incarcerations. Oh, well, and also maybe grabbing them young pussies. And please pardon my French. That was just, how did you say? Locker room foreplay on my part. And I guess I could apologize for this inappropriate kind of humor considering the seriousness of the situation. But also, like Donald say, if you don't like it, you can shove it up your ass. Because I'm not even thinking for myself here or using my own word. I'm only literally monkeying, aka repeating, mimicking what Photius himself said. And I just can't, in good conscience, call him POTUS instead of Photius, considering I heard him in at least 4 public occasions brag he rigged the election. But, with 2 T's, I digress again. Because the point is, of course he's gonna threaten Gavin Newsom. of arrest. Because think about it from a transactional standpoint. This country already has more prison and incarcerated people than any other country, and he's now mass deporting a bunch more people. And what better way than threaten directly the governor in order to be able to declare insurrection and get started already with this mass incarcerations? And once you see it, the fact that no lives matter anymore, and that he has in fact been engineering dissent in order to gain control, not because of any kind of national interest or anyone's safety or even religion, but only to get richer. And to be completely honest, I haven't completely researched the financial setup of his new private prisons, but there's no doubt in my mind that anyone with a low income will be more profitable to him in prison than not. So yeah, long story short, I would say get the fuck out of this country if you can. Got a good song about that. It's called Run. And of course, this is more like a fake laugh about real news, because America is literally a dystopian hell where no lives matter. Unless you have an income of, say, over $500,000 a year, or are a fetus, or a young pussy. And that, my friend, is a true story. Damn it.